Previously on Hella Dope Toys.
The fuck is that?
He said, okay, guys, let's pose for a picture. I don't know if that's what he was expecting. I think we need to go to couples therapy.
We probably should. It's not time.
What's up, guys? My name is Ted Darklaw, and with me, as always, is the Black Knight. We are the co-owners of Hella Dope Toys, helladopetoys.com. And this show is indeed hella dope.
Indeed.
Aaron, how the hell are you doing?
Bruh, doing good, man. Like, I got the next 3 days off. Oh, I had the next 2 days. I had today off, too. But next 2 days off after grinding a shitty ass 4 days. Oh, man. I was watching some good WWE rivals. Just hooked right in, man. I almost missed the show. But I'm here.
Well, I'm
How
glad
the
you
fuck
got
are
off
you,
your
man?
ass. Oh, I'm great, dude. I've had Sundays are my new favorite day ever.
See, this is why I had Sundays off, man.
God, it's so fucking nice, dude. So nice. I've just been so peaceful. So peaceful. I'm great. I'm a little tired. You know, I was doing some really boring hella dope work earlier, and I was just like, fuck, dude, this shit's putting me to sleep. So then I went and had a banging dinner and you know, watched the boys with my wife instead.
No, no.
Now I'm here. Now I'm here.
That's great stuff.
Um
Ted, we gotta get straight to business here, okay?
yeah, we do.
Business needs to be discussed.
Okay.
But first, we want to bring on our estranged guest.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
really.
he's not really a guest. He's the only guy that'll put up with any of our shit.
Yeah, that's
So, he is. I don't even know. There's no real title yet. He's just kind of making his own title.
He's
But
the
you know,
guy.
he's our only fella. Our only fella.
Holy fella.
Please welcome Ed, Action Figs, or as we call him, Action Figs. Ed, how the hell
What's
are
up?
you doing?
I'm doing friggin' fantastic.
Awesome. Well,
That is fantastic.
you're the only member of our team. This is it. This is Team Hella Dope right here, guys.
Yeah,
What you
the new
got
sexy
here?
trio.
Exactly.
So
But I do have the best hair. I just want to say that.
that's probably true.
it is quite accurate.
But we got
Go
there's
on,
more
Ed.
business we got to get
Go
to.
on.
More business,
You go.
more business.
Yes.
Okay. I got to know. Got to know. Mr. Action Figs, what are you sipping on?
Me,
Yeah.
like always, in my trusty Hella Dope mug.
Yeah, so trusty.
When I'm not at Joe Fest drinking like a slush, I have coffee. I drank way too much last weekend, so and then I drank a lot yesterday, so I've been trying to stay good other than that. So,
Sad we
Well,
missed
that's
that.
but in my defense, at the bar at the hotel at Joe Fest, they had this pomegranate hard apple cider that was absolutely amazing with how hot it was out. It was just so crisp and refreshing. They were going down like Saratoga water.
Oh man.
Does go
Interesting.
down smooth.
Mr. Darklaw,
Uh-huh.
what is it that you be sipping on, man?
Well, Aaron, I'm glad you asked. In my trusty Hella Dope mug,
It is so trusty.
I am sipping on coffee as well.
Mm.
But I always have a side piece. As you can see here, I have my wonderful Saratoga. Ooh, so crisp and
So crisp.
refreshing.
Why
I
is-
was waiting for you to push a button.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
What you sipping on?
Like the past month, he just gets me halfway
Yeah.
through, and I was just like, I'm not falling for the bit this time, sir.
Yes.
But I guess I have to ask you, Aaron.
you
What
should.
is it? What is it that you be sipping on?
Well, clearly, I have to have numero uno, the queen bee, the tasty treats of tasty treats. And it is the actual one this time. The classic spiked strawberry. Now, I was going to go with the spiked orange, but I was like, let's go with strawberry today.
Mhm.
But courtesy of the family upstairs, they left me a treat to also side piece my piece. So the hype today is to figure out what the fuck this is all about.
Is it cold?
It's a little chill. Little chill.
It's not good if it's not cold. You gotta have it cold.
But that bottle's twice the size of yours, Ted.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
because-
what she said. But anyway,
Because
yeah.
it gets warm and flat. You gotta. Yeah. Honestly, I prefer the glass bottles.
They set me up. You saw that. I know you did. I think you're the only one, so we'll roll with that into the replay squad.
you know, Bethany's upstairs laughing her ass off.
I don't know. I don't hear anything.
Yep, see her? She's in the comments, laughing right there.
So we're gonna find out what this sparkling, bubbly Surzatoga is all about.
Oh, you're gonna hate this.
Oh, I probably am. 'Cause I had. If it's what you say it was, then I'm gonna throw this bottle across the goddamn room. I mean, look at that. That's fizzing like a mofo.
Look, just pretend you're drinking a bad beer, and it's fine. Oh yeah, I can hear it fizzing. It's got a strong fizz sound.
It's just soda water, isn't it?
So, oh my god.
That's horrible.
Oh, you have no idea.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Get that chaser in there.
Oh yeah, there it is. Woo! I don't know how you drink that shit, dude.
Dude, I love it.
Good for you.
This is literally why I don't drink 14 beers a day.
Okay, well, if I ever need to like stop drinking, I still won't drink that.
I mean, I don't need to stop drinking. I just need to not drink so much. I still drank. I was drinking
Yeah.
last night.
That made me want to drink that more.
I don't like soda water either. I think it's a horrible.
Oh my god,
It tastes like water with lots of metal and bubbles in it.
it definitely had bubbles. I'll give you that
Yeah.
one, but no, sir. That's as close you're gonna get me to drinking water now. That was it. You saw it here first. Episode 76.
Well, hey, it's the thought that counts, you know?
Yes, definitely
Yeah.
the thought.
Yeah.
The thought of never doing that again.
Well, now that you're done bitching and moaning about my delicious beverage,
Oh,
do you
no,
want
I'm
to
not
do you
done.
want to
I'm gonna like Chad car rant this later.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen to this, guys. You wouldn't believe what they did to me.
You're just serious. It's horrible. Yes, kid. Yes. Carbonated water sucks with an X, not with a CK, with a capital X exclamation point.
All right, next week try Kroger water because this is
Okay, look. Okay,
amazing.
I've already tainted my body with carbonated water. We are not going further down the rabbit hole. Okay, I have been destined to like not have a kidney or kidneys. There's two of them, right? There's just
Yeah,
are
they're
there two?
supposed,
Yeah.
they're supposed to be too. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I don't
think
have
you have
either
kidneys
one.
anymore.
I don't have them. I probably don't even have a liver anymore. It's fine.
Maybe it's the blue bottle here, and maybe it's bringing flashbacks from
Oh
the
yeah,
champagne.
no.
Because I was on during that night with the blue champagne, so it could be just like your mental, your
How
mind playing
coincidental.
tricks on you.
How coincidental that is.
Yeah,
Were you part of the setup? Was this your doing?
I have nothing to do with any of it. I plead innocence.
Coming out of your paycheck. Whenever you get one. I don't know. What it is.
First paycheck, I'll see a deduction. This is the asshole fee.
Conspiracy of drinking carbonated water live on stream. Anywho,
There's a lot in the chat already.
there is a
Holy
lot in the
shit,
chat.
dude.
Very, very happy to see all of you. We will get to yous in just a quick second. Actually, let's just do it now.
Okay.
first and foremost, always the first comment in chat. I love it every time I see it. Roll Keeper, hello, dopers. Roll Keeper, I want to personally thank you. I received the package. Roll Keeper was at DFW and had secured Ted and I both a bone collector. They are both the regular ones. They're no bloody variants. It's cool though because the fig is still awesome. But I want to thank you so much for doing that and getting that out to us. It means a lot. Big ups to Roll Keeper for hooking two bros up. That's all the way over here in Ohio.
So the question is, have either one of you have opened it yet?
It's still upstairs. He sent it to my house. I haven't even been in his house.
Okay.
But I mean, I looked in it.
Yeah.
It'll go on that shelf over there. With all the other Action Force stuff that I have. It's over there. Magneto's protecting them right now. And then, of course, some guy, some schmuck here, happy hella dope.
Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, I need someone to take care of that. Oh, that's you, I guess. And we got Eldor coming to join us. Yes. Jessica Fletcher says, "Buy hella dope, I've got it. The butler did it. It was the butler." Eldor, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. And like you said, if you haven't seen or didn't get the email, Jessica Fletcher has joined the Necaverse right now live on hellodopetoys.com. Available for pre-order. The tuned version is in August. The non-tuned version is in September. So lock that down. And we'll get into more information about that in a little bit.
The response to that figure has actually been quite surprising.
It shocked the shit out of me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it.
Oh yeah. The Big Fig. How's it going? Great to see you. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us. Of course, the missus is upstairs with the Chiltons. Good evening, hello dope family. Hello to you, dear wife. Matthew Matson, couples therapy. By the way, Ted, you should do more intros like that.
Yeah.
That was a good intro.
Okay, so I want to have that as a recurring theme. What I've noticed is when we go live, sorry, I'm going to talk some technical shit here. When we go live, there's like that whole 2 minutes, and that whole 2 minutes is meant to have people come in and fill in and wait. Well, what they're doing is they're coming in, seeing there's nothing going on, and then they're dipping, and then they're coming back after the show starts. And our YouTube analytics, man, it just takes this nosedive at the beginning of the show because I don't edit that out of the replay either. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. We just need something to play. Hopefully in the future they're a little bit longer. I thought I was going to get a minute out of that, and then when I had all the clips, I was just like, these don't mesh well, so I cut them.
7 seconds. The best 7 seconds of your life.
You could probably get away with about 30 seconds.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was 30 seconds. That one.
Yeah, was it? That's probably good enough.
Yeah.
And we got the Titan. Hail to the chat and hail to the hella dope duo. Now today, trio. Thanks to Ed joining us. We also are joined by the Briscoe.
Briscoe.
Hello, Briscoe. And we have Maurice Phillips. Good time zone to you, good sir.
Hello.
Hello there.
Have you noticed that like Maurice's avatar looks very CeeLo Green like?
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
That's COVID CeeLo Green.
Yes.
He's in disguise, guys, so
In-
we don't
in
know he's
costume.
really CeeLo Green.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah. You don't just go flaunting it around, dude.
Wow. Thanks, Maurice. And of course, we have Mr. Wonderful, the other
toilet.
toy lead person of the 18 toy leads that there are. I don't even know how many there are anymore. I lost count. And we got Jason Evangelista. Hi, Ted. Hi, Aaron. Good evening, all. Jason, a pleasure as always. Ken's Toys. It's the Toy Boys.
Yeah.
Toy Bros. Bro, Toy. We got to work on that. Branding purposes.
Just a sexy boy.
Don't Google Toy Boys because I can imagine that going very badly.
We'll get back to that later. And we got our good friend Trust the Screamer. No matter what his name actually says, it is Trust the Screamer. So get used to it. That's your name now.
And shout out to Trust a Screamer. and Junkie on because they had us on last Monday for a killer show, dude. I had a
Yep.
blast over there on that channel.
Oh,
We didn't
yeah,
have to do
great time.
any work. People asked us questions like we were fucking interesting or something.
Yeah, that was a good
love
show.
it.
It was a
I
good
love it
show.
when people think I have something to say. It's adorable.
It
It's
is.
like, oh, you think I'm gonna provide substance to your ears? I'm not. But go check out that replay on the Figure Action channel. The show was Figure Reaction episode 8. I do not have a link. That's my bad.
Shame on you.
I'll try to find one.
No, you won't. And we got Jeff Morris joining us today. Good evening, all. Jeff, good evening to you, good sir. I'm tying my shoes, so it's gonna be a second. Oh shit!
I mean, you're tying your shoes.
My shoe is untied.
You're doing the chat. What the fuck you doing tying your fucking shoes? You're not walking anywhere. Take
Maybe
your
I'm
fucking
walking
shoes
after
off
the
and
show.
stay a while, dude.
It's cold down here,
Uh.
man. There's spiders. I might try and bite some of my toes.
All the spiders.
We got Robert's Infinite Realms, hella dope, and Jelly Time. Oops, got a floater in the toilet there. You see what he did there? He's got a floater in the toilet. Ah, such a good one.
Ah.
You slick dog. you.
Oh, leave it to Robert.
And of course, Miss Stacy Hatch. Hey, Hella Hopers, Della Hopers, and hey, Axion.
Hey.
Stacy,
What's up, Stacy?
have you been on the drink today? Sipping? What you sipping on? Maybe that's the better question, Stacy. What are you sipping on today? We'll find out in the chat. Cobweb, who's the hella beautiful guest you have? That's obviously me.
Well, thank you.
It's not that guy, it's me. Jason DeMello, what's up, guys? Jason, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. And then we've got four. Hey guys, hey Axion Figs. Guys, I love that cartoon work. Yes, if you didn't see today, the stop motion was posted. Some probing may or may not have happened. So go give that a
I
look
know
over there
nothing.
on Instagram. Give it a like, give it a comment, just so you know, Meta likes us and pretends that we actually do stuff. Cool. Before we get into things, I want to say a few things. Like congratulations to It's Chat, rocking out to 5K subs and had a great show last night. The 3POA light version gave out a lot of cool stuff. So congratulations to all the winners, especially the winners of the super cool, hella dope gift cards. We'll be looking forward to all of your great Parcheesies in the near future. And those are good on anything in stock, pre-order, whatever. Use it for what you want. But he had I got gifted a sub, right? I didn't
Nice.
I wasn't gifted. I wasn't a member to Chad's channel.
What kind of sub was it?
It was no, it was an Italian.
Oh, Italian. Okay.
No, 'cause it's Italian. What is that? A bowl of popcorn. All right, thanks. I have a bowl of popcorn.
I bet there's water secretly inside of it.
It probably is. So, but
It's to get the flavor out of his mouth with that water. That's what it's for.
the after show was great. I think it was he was on for almost 4 hours, and man, it was just a blast. So if you're not on a channel member to It's Chad, get in there, man. It's a great time. Everyone was having a blast, and it made me feel good being there because I probably should have been asleep. But man, amazing. Anyway, carry on.
Oh, okay, we're done.
Yeah, I just want to say what's up to Chad.
Okay, cool.
No.
Yeah, so tonight, guys, we're going to talk about a special subject before an onslaught of guests hit us. So coming up here in the future, I don't have any confirmed dates, but we got a slew of people coming on for various reasons, and I need to coordinate dates with them. So I don't know, we may not be alone for a little while. We'll see how that goes. I think I still like doing every other week, but sometimes that's just not the way the calendar works, especially when you have as many people to get in here as what we do. But tonight, man, we're talking about how we order shit. And Aaron, this is going to be 90% of you talking. And we brought Ed along because, you know, you've kind of shown Ed how you go through all these sites and pick and choose and put those feelers out there. I'm biased and my opinion can't be trusted. So if it were up to me, you guys would just be getting Wolverine Marvel Legends figures and I don't know, NECA RoboCop. Like that's probably it. That'd be the only thing on the store.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of want to talk about how we choose what goes on the site because we got people asking us all the time. Oh, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? Are you going to get this? Are you going to get that? And the answer is sometimes yes. Sometimes we didn't know that thing existed. And other times we didn't feel there was any true interest. And I think a good starting point is Jessica Fletcher there because I didn't see that coming. I opened up the email just like everybody else and saw this crotchety old woman action figure and said, who the fuck wants this? Why are we fucking selling this shit? And you know what happened? It wasn't all of y'all, the regular everyday toy collectors that went and swooped it up. Some of you did, but dude, people that are not toy collectors came out of the woodwork and just started buying that shit up. So I kind of want to talk about that first and your guys' opinions on it because I never would have approved that. And there it was, sleeper surprise. Sleeper surprise.
See, Ted, this is why you're not involved in the ordering process.
Yeah, I shouldn't be.
For that exact reason.
I'm right 1 out of 10 times.
And honestly, like, so, like, to kind of, like, I guess, start the convo of, like, how the process goes, a lot of it is just, like, you know, reading the community. NECA had posted the day before that, hey, we're going to do this Murder, She Wrote. I'm like my expression was the same as yours. Like, out of all the things you could have put out, who's in the background saying, I want an Angela Lansbury figure? Yes, that's number one on the list today. But like all the comments, everyone's like, oh my God, yes, I need this. This would be great for X, Y, or Z reason of why I want it. And I'm like, well, hell, the worst case scenario is either A, no one's going to get it, and I just get rid of the listing, or B, you get like enough to sell a case. Very rarely in our soon-to-be 2-year history of HelloDopeToys.com have we intentionally ordered multiple cases of something. The first like true multi-case order that we placed was Chun-Li. Like big. I mean, we did a lot of Fei Longs, we did a lot of Ryus, but I think the first major one was Chun-Li at like almost 11 cases and sold through every last one of them.
Mm-hmm.
This is getting pretty close. It's not going to be 11, but it's definitely going to be a hefty case count.
Yeah.
For a figure that I thought was just going to be mid at best.
Yeah. And it's also one of those figures that once people start popping up in photos, they're going to want it, and then they're going to have to go find it somewhere too. So,
yeah. It just blows my mind. Like, you know, I remember watching Murder, She Wrote because as a kid, my babysitter used to watch it. So, you know, when you're at a babysitter's house, you watch what they watch. You don't get the option of, hey, I want to watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, or I want to watch TMNT. They're like, no, bitch, you're watching Murder, She Wrote, and you will love Angela Lansbury by the time the show's over. Right? You'll fucking love it. So, like, I watched it. I if it's on, I'll maybe catch a random episode when I have nothing else better to watch. But I would have never thought she'd be an action figure. Ever.
Can you imagine the conversation that the NECA people had trying to get that license? We'd like to turn her into an action figure.
Well, they did the Golden Girls a few years
back.
Hold
on, no. There's a difference, okay? Betty White's a fucking legend. Okay.
Yeah.
that broad, if she didn't die at the beautiful age that she died at, she'd probably be still alive, kicking right now, doing whatever Betty White wants to do.
And the Golden Girls also had the popularity of Deadpool pushing them in his movies about how the Golden Girls are awesome. That's where that came from. Angela Lansbury, Murder She Wrote, is left field out of nowhere. It's like
it just blows my mind. Like out of all, like you can say, okay, this is like the precursor to Halloween. You know, we're right around the corner from Halloween right now, so you're gonna start seeing a huge uptick in monster stuff and things of that nature. Murder She Wrote does not check a box in my Halloween bingo. Did anyone else have that in their bingo card?
wasn't on mine.
But I'm happy. I mean, it's a figure that clearly is doing well right now in the pre-sale. I mean, by all means, if you like it or you know someone that would love to have that in the collection, hey, buy it for them.
What kind of shoes did she wear? I'm hoping she wore slippers, because if she has any sort of heels, I'm worried that she won't be able to stand.
She probably wore those Clodhopper nun shoes. You know what I mean?
Probably. I don't go paying attention to what shoes she wears. I'm invested in
It's your job. It's your job to know everything about the figure. What kind of shoes is she wearing, bro?
She's wearing like the 1993 Jordans. Okay. Jesus.
Actually, you know what? We do have those. We do have
all the
basketball
Hasbro
players.
Yeah, all the Hasbro figures that didn't sell, they just repurposed those shoes and let NECA have them for.
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it.
You can do a swap out. She's gonna have some sneakers on. Girls got to run some from time to time.
Trust the Screamer goes after Fletcher. We need Matlock. I don't know. I don't want to say it's different because it would be, but I feel like Matlock was a bigger presence than Murder She Wrote. Now I could be wrong. I don't know. I never really got into Matlock, but I knew the show.
Well, I think Murder She Wrote was a big success as far as TV goes, but who would ever thought that action figure collectors would be reacting the way that they're reacting? That's where the disconnect is coming in, right?
There's a lot of talk here about this figure. Yes, if she died when she died, she'd still be alive. Yes, Titan. That's a thing. you remember that.
That math.
Yes, I've been working on my Steiner math. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, guys.
It's fine. It's fine. So, okay, you decided to go with the Murder She Wrote figure because you saw NECA posted it, and you went in the comments and you saw a bunch of people not saying it was stupid, but saying, "Oh, damn, I actually want this."
Well, I mean, yeah, and my research on these go deeper than just NECA posts. That's you're on what's Facebook saying, what's Instagram saying, what's Twitter or X, what's Reddit saying. Reddit's still a very wide used platform. Just the overall well wishes for this kind of a figure blew my mind. So I'm it was a no-brainer for me to do it. Like I said, what was the worst that was going to happen? No one bought it. Oh, great. I spent 3 minutes creating a listing, another minute and a half creating an email and pushing send. That's 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes of my life I won't get back. Well, guess what? 5 minutes of my life caused a holy crap. We'd have to order multiple Murder She Wrote figures. The Briscoe brings up they should do Married with Children. That would be a great one to do. If they did dinosaurs, I would definitely get behind Murder She Wrote.
They have dinosaurs out.
That's what I'm saying. That they did it. Now I would love to see this.
Yeah.
The next iteration.
Oh, they did dinosaurs. I thought you said if they did.
Well, they did. Well, I can't even. They only did the baby and the father.
Yeah.
Multiple versions of the father now.
Yep.
They still haven't done the rest of the family, and they have not said anything whether they're going to not either.
Which is strange because there's not even licensing. I mean, there's licensing for that IP, but not the individual actors' faces or anything like that, right? So you'd think it'd be something simple.
Don't know. I wish I knew. Unfortunately, I don't. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you? And Ed, you're a part of this now because you just brought a lot of stuff to our table recently of making us hip to some newer things that are up and coming. So I guess we'll kind of segue into that now, and then Aaron, you can still kind of tap in on the rest of it. But Ed, you're out there in the community. What kind of makes your toy collector sense tingle to the point where you're like, yo, this needs to be on the Hella Dope website immediately. Like, this is an up and coming thing. Y'all are gonna be pissed if you miss out on this one because
So
it's not coming back.
part of the advantage that I have compared to you, Tedward, is that I collect the main 3 scales that toys are done in, which is 1/18th, 1/12th, and 1/6 scale. And I also don't collect based on any particular rhyme or reason. If it looks cool, I add it to the collection or want to add it to the collection. And that's how I look at it when I'm looking for stuff for the store. It's just like, how cool do I think it is? And how many people do I know that I would think it was cool also? And it's usually quite a few if I think it's cool. Like the Space Zombies from Mars line that's coming out, right? That line is going to be hot. Everybody that saw it at Joe Fest that I talked to thought the thing was just incredible. We also know it's from from Arlen, who did sculpting for AWOC and some others that we know. So we know the detail and stuff that he can do, all that, right? So, and it checks all the boxes. Cool figures, space, monsters, blood, and then you got a comic book and a vinyl album that are coming along with it. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Yeah. I mean, a vinyl album that's a selling point within itself.
Exactly.
It's a new approach, that's for sure.
For sure.
Because we gotta drop this album with this toy line, y'all.
Well, the Flash album from that Queen did from the Flash movie back in 1980 was a huge success, and it was all songs from the movie, right? That was basically telling the story of how the movie went. So,
right.
You base it on that premise. You got a what is it? Platinum album, right? Platinum, gold label, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean, so kind of the follow into that, like so I think it was Travis asked, are we going to put up the Savage Crucible Wave 2 for pre-order? And we spoke, Ted and I don't know, Ed, maybe you've been part of the conversation or maybe you got looped in later.
A little bit later, yeah.
The decision was once Wave 1 was done and out, and like we were going to treat it like Valorverse, and our intention will be to carry everything that they've got that they're going to put out from this point forward. I still need to reach out to Rob about sending that email tonight or tomorrow, since I won't be doing too much, and see where we stand on that. But a lot of it comes down to with I go through the list. So the list of our pre-orders go almost a month in advance. That gets updated weekly, I guess, with just new things that they've come out with and saying, okay, well, this is going to meet this release date in these times. And, a lot of it is kind of a pick and choose. Like when we started, like when HellaDopeToys.com first launched, we didn't have an identity. We let's just get the stuff that people know. Marvel Legends, Black Series, TMNT, NECA stuff. That's like the stuff that well, the back end of that is okay. Well, you can get that anywhere: Target, Walmart, Kohl's, Myers if you have one. Pick a store that sells action figures. You're gonna find the main toy stuff there, which then got us to what do these stores not carry? They don't carry the independent line. They don't carry Valorverse except for on Walmart.com. AWOC, Savage Crucible, Nacelle, like any of the companies that we are currently partnered with. So that became a much bigger piece of the puzzle. So when we put those up, okay, so I look at it and I say, okay, well, we know what the case count that we have to order. We have to order a certain amount no matter what. Like it's just locked in stone. A case could be anywhere between 12 figures to 24 figures of their weapons that could be hell, up in the upwards to 60 units per case. So we have to keep that in mind. So a lot of the ordering is based on what you purchased, plus a little fluff. And then we also play the game of, well, I know we've got a toy show in August. No, we got to have some stuff for August. We got to have things for Black Friday, Christmas season. We have the follow-up toy show in March, and then hopefully the great toy gods up there. Now we're revving up for PowerCon 2025. Like that is the idea we have to look at. So when ordering these things, like I have to look at it as, okay, well, I need to order for what's been purchased, people who missed the boat, and what's coming down the road. And you always have to play the future game because, when you're going to toy shows and people are looking for particular things, usually vintage, which is a road that we may not go down. We might one day, maybe when we get a brick and mortar store and kind of do it that way. But, a lot of these modern figures, like if you're going to play that game, you have to think long term. So when ordering a lot of that stuff, it is a lot of bulk ordering for what's next. Not now, but what's next.
So I want to kind of talk about the because we use two, I guess we'll call them distributor sites, and there's so much. I call it noise. That's me being polite. It's honestly garbage. Ed, I don't know how much you've had time to sift through either of those sites, but the first
I've done the one quite a few times, just getting used to it. But
yeah, so like your first run at it, it's almost like Christmas. Like the NECA one specifically is just like, ooh, look at all this awesome NECA shit.
Yeah.
It gets very exciting. And then you realize, oh, this is just some weird anime statue. Oh, this is just some bullshit Funko Pop. Yep. So many bullshit Funko Pops to have to fucking sift through. Why is that still a thing?
The search bar is your friend.
Yeah, it's a rhetorical question.
They keep renewing IPs. They're getting stuff that are still relevant.
God damn. So it is sometimes, it feels like being a kid in a candy shop. But when you're pressed for time, how do you guys kind of retain focus going through there? And one, trying to find what you need, but two, trying to find the next big thing that might be in there that might be a sleeper people aren't aware of.
So there's two issues that I've run into. I like to use the search bar and really search for specific things, but that also limits you on some of the stuff that might be weirdly titled or whatever, right? So you got to kind of do it from both angles. But then again, you just gotta, you gotta take yourself out of that. This is what I like to collect. And like I said, that's one of the advantages that I have because I don't have a particular thing that I like to collect. I collect anything that's just cool or strange or unusual or will fit into some kind of messed up mind canon that I have, so it makes it a little bit easier for me. But then you got to also look at the flip side of you got to have the mainstays, right? You got to have Joe, you got to have superheroes. I mean, that's just a given. Nowadays, you pretty much got to have Mythic or, Savage Crucible or whatever, right? I mean, those are just becoming the popular brands that you have to have.
Yeah. Like you said, a lot, like for me, a lot of it is, a crapshoot, really. I don't want to, because I'm like Ed, I mean, obviously, I love my Marvel figures. I love my wrestling figures. But outside of that, I pick and choose the things that I want. I can't think that way because I'm predetermined. I think I know what you, the buyer, want. And I don't know that. That's where, the conversation with when we had, well, you need to carry more 1/18 things. So, I mean, I've told the story, God, a million times now over 2 years. The first crack that we ever took at 1/18 scale was Warhammer. And I mean, we went heavy on it for attempts to draw people in for a straight month with no success. Maybe I was targeting it wrong. I don't know. So I gave up on the 1/18 thing because the things that we wanted to try to do, said company right now is in limbo if they want to distribute to retailers or not. So hopefully we can get some headway with that, with some connections that were made. So hopefully we'll see something soon on that front. But then, boom, all of a sudden now the World War II figures went up. Crapshoot, a complete crapshoot. If anybody, I'll track Chad because that's his cup of tea. He's a military guy. He loves 1/18 scale. Boom. At least if anything, I can get him. Well, that thing hit hard. So then now Joy Toys done the Roman Republic up on the website right now. They did another kind of a builder, like a figure builder type set that they've got up right now. So, I mean, in worst case scenario right now, we're going to continue the Joy Toy road, at least in that particular group of toys. Maybe we'll come back to the Warhammer. I did hear a lot of people talking about wanting mechs. I'm looking into that. Vehicles, I'm looking into that. There's a lot of stuff in the 1/18th I'm trying to get contacts with to try so we can keep those things. But it's
the other problem, the problem you run into though is like you keep talking about it's a crapshoot, and it is, right? Because look at you could have some figure like a Snake Eyes or like Wolverine who should sell no matter what, and sometimes they just sit. I've gone into Walmart. My Walmart just got rid of a month ago those Snake Eyes and Timber sets that have been around for a year, right? And you would think, oh, well, they should be flying off the shelves at Snake Eyes, but
no, because I mean, most people who are buying that set is buying it for timber.
Yep.
Because they want a wolf. And
Yep,
you can
exactly.
put wolf in really any type of scenario. I mean, how many Snake Eyes have they put out in the last 3 years alone?
Yeah.
And especially that Snake Eyes doesn't stand out from any of the other ones.
Nope.
But that timber, though, yes, sir.
Yep.
So do we want to take a chat break? And then after the chat break, we're going to talk about kind of our biggest wins and biggest misses in regards to what we thought would be hot and was not, and what we thought was not and was actually indeed very hot.
Yeah. Some follow-ups to when I was talking about Chad last night. Ken's Toys. It's Chad, the hell of a guy. The Fellowship of the Dolly shall bring back the Lord's scale of 1/18. If you weren't there last night, you know that the 1/12 is the devil's scale, and the 1/18 is brought from the Lord himself, the Lord of the 1/18. So I'm serious, man. Get into that after show. That was a great time. I had a blast being in there. We all made fun of Not Top Goon, and if you know about the Not Top Goon story, you already know what they were talking about. I'm not gonna put it out there right there. Let them do it. Mr. Wonderful, Ted Darkclaw, think I'm cute. No, I'm smart. I've got the toy that breaks.
Oh, he's making a.
Yeah,
I think I have a full song sent to me on Instagram, so I'm gonna follow up on that after the show.
Perfect.
Travis.
he
Fucking
got it
Travis.
already.
Robert's Evident Realms. I'm with Ted. I never expected the reaction of Fletcher. God, I knew there'd be a reaction, but not like this. Like I said, this is a mind-blowing pick for me. Like I just put it up because I wanted to beat everybody else putting something out from NECA to the masses. I don't want to throw any name. Okay, I do want to throw names. I mean, honestly, you have Big Bad Toy Store, number one. I think we're all in congruent thought that Nerdzoic is the solid number 2 right now behind Big Bad Toy Store, and he didn't even put it up on his site, or at least I didn't see it or make any mention of it. So I wondered if his thought was like our initial thought was, who wants this? Who wants Angela Lansbury? No one wants this. Oh shit.
But the funny thing is, I think if a different company other than NECA might have done that, it might have just tanked. Right?
I mean, you're probably right, but then look at all the
used to NECA doing that weird shit like Elf. No one expected Elf to be
Yeah,
that
but
you can have
but see,
7 different versions.
Alpha is one of those characters that like it
He's got a
makes
cult
sense,
following. Yeah, he's got a cult
Yeah.
following for sure.
you know. But Murder She Wrote didn't fit that for me.
No.
Like right now they're getting into all of the music stuff. So they just did Ozzy.
Yeah.
They did I think they just do Alice Cooper.
No, it wasn't McFarlane the one that did Alice.
Oh, that was McFarlane. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They did some other musicians though, for sure.
Yeah, they're all kind of mixing together on what they're doing, but like even those have been real hit and miss. Like there was a couple that were like really good, then the others were like, I don't want this. Bon Jovi was the one I was thinking of.
Oh, Bon Jovi. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, they did that one. I mean, it did well from what I can tell. We didn't touch it. We didn't want to get into it. I kind of wish I did now because people love Bon Jovi. But yeah, this still is one of those like it still blows my mind every time a sale goes. I'm like, all right, what is it? Like, oh, it's another Jessica Fletcher figure. Amazing.
Yeah,
Mecca's gonna love us this month. Jeff Morris, I want my Jessica Fletcher to go with my Vincent Price. They will be double dating with my Elvira and Jean-Luc Picard. I would love to see some of those photos.
That Vincent Price is a nice looking figure, man. It's a nice looking figure.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of one of those first ones we got into. With NECA, Universal Monsters was a perfect timing for us because it was like we got in right enough time. It's releasing by Halloween, so it was like, let's go with all of them. And it worked. Thor goes, dude, are you kidding me? Angela Lansbury, aka Jessica Fletcher. You got to be kidding. No, we're not kidding.
We're not kidding you, Thor. We're not kidding you, brother.
This is the real thing. It's happening. It has happened. Yeah, it's wild. And our good friend Fatrid has come to finally join us. Hello, Ted, Aaron, Ed, Fatrid. A pleasure.
Oh, Fatrid.
Now the Titan puts up a good message here. I would this is what I want to see. Jessica Fletcher flanked by Pink Steel Brigades.
with the Pink Vanguard.
Oh yeah, like that would be great. I would love it. Just to see it, honestly.
You got to get the Pink Vanguard and then add all the armor pieces though, so that way, like when they're driving to catch a murderer or something, she can just run them down.
Yes. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I was reading something else. That was in the chat at the moment.
Yeah, like the Big Fig says, there are those PlayStation figures that are coming out look pretty good too, man. So,
but see,
I think I showed you those guys.
So, like, what was it? Was it 1,000 Toys? Somebody is redoing the Halo Reach Master Chief. Halo was huge.
Yep.
In the 2000s, huge. Guess how many people got that one? I'll wait for your response. It's 0.
Yeah.
I don't know,
but that might have been, I mean, how long ago was that?
2 weeks.
Was it really?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Wow. Nobody ordered that one?
No.
Damn.
Maybe 3, but
yeah, but still, I thought that was a little longer ago, but no, that's probably right. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this up. Travis, I went on mute while Aaron was doing the chat to listen to this song, but it is dead silence, so I don't know what you sent me. But there is nothing there.
Travis, you're gonna
listen to this, Ted.
That's I was like, are my AirPods plugged in or something? I'm over here like checking in, and then I checked something else, and I'm like, no, sound's playing through my phone. I don't know why there's no music, but there was nothing there, Travis. So if you want to resend that to me, I'll think about it.
Jeff Morris says, I like Joy Toy, but they're so expensive for 1/18 scale. I got the World War II Joy Toy because of the price point. Was good on them. I think this is kind of a rethink on their part, where you might see a shift in how Joy Toy is going to present things. I could be way off, but
Joy Toy right now has $20 figures and then a more expensive set, and then they go into the Warhammer scale. So they have 2 price points for their general figures.
They do, but I mean, I think they've seen a huge response with those World War II figures. And then now I said those Roman Republic figures. I think those are 25.
Yeah.
Still, they're not $40. And
No.
if you know anything about Joy Toy and what they do, that is still a hell of a price for what they're doing.
Yep.
So I don't know. Maybe they'll still keep a $40 price point, but maybe make the $40 price point maybe something more desirable, like those TMNT figures. Which, by the way, I heard Amazon does have those 1/18 turtles from Joy Toy, which makes me to believe at some point they could be mass distributed here in the United States. But that's just all I know at this moment.
I want to throw this up as well. Oh, it's getting away. Jeff Morris has killed our dreams. He says Jessica Fletcher is 8 inches and will not fit in the pink Vanguard. That
Just take her shoes off. She'll be fine.
just take her.
Yeah,
just
she
cut
is
her
kind of
legs
like
off.
the Icon line, right? She's like the Scream one they did and all that, where they're kind of like
the
8-inch doll with the clothes on,
She
all that
wasn't
stuff.
like a tall woman, though, right? I mean, she
No.
couldn't have been more than 5'4", 5'5", right? Like,
Yeah, maybe
yeah, big
on a good
old-
day, depending on what size her nun heels were.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe I guess time will tell.
Right. The Titan goes, Joy Toy, Roman soldiers, and TMNT are grabbing my attention, but don't know anything about Joy Toy quality, etc. I mean, the best thing I could tell you is I think we're out of the U.S. ones, and we still got a couple of the Soviet ones and the Russian ones.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. There's not a lot. It's a handful.
Invest
I'll
the
tell you
$20 and grab it. But everyone has bought one, and everyone that has reviewed it has been praising it.
Those Joy Toys that I got, the Russian and then one of the German guys, those are great looking figures. I mean, they're not quite as easy to pose as a 1/12, but I mean, they have the articulation to do it. It just takes a little more fiddling because they're small and your hands are fat and big because you're an old man.
Yep.
Fatrid says, hot or not on Helen.
Absolutely.
It's funny because when we were brainstorming like ideas, I think we came up with that like
Yeah.
hella dope and hella whack.
Yeah.
just never did anything with it.
No, we did not, because we just started blindly doing shows and talking about nothing, and then we ended up having guests, and everything kind of evolved from there. So, good on the chat, or you got more?
It's popping up some randoms. Marie says that she was an instant pre-order for me.
I think her and CeeLo go way back, so they probably are.
So I kind of want to talk about some of our big wins in ordering, like, because I know during our time, on average, you buy something, right? It comes here, it lands, and for the most part, like, you fill some pre-orders and it slowly sifts out the door. Whereas other times, stuff lands, maybe there's pre-orders for it, but we have extra, and then boom, that shit is just going. And then other times you buy something and you beg people to take it so you can have some goddamn space again. Just begging you. Just go on the website and buy the thing so I
Get
don't
out of
have
my
to
house,
look at
Ken.
it anymore. Aaron,
Plus.
Ken, RoboForce.
Hey, surprisingly, those are actually started getting some movement because they're vintage now.
Yeah, they're vintage now, and we have it priced way low, stupid low. Which we should start driving that price back up, because one, it's below retail, and two, it's vintage now. It's worth more, and it's a big chunk of plastic. Like, you could kill a person with one of those figures. Aaron, looking back in our nearly 2 years now of doing this, what are some ones that you think surprised you with how hot they were?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to call it a surprise. I mean, obviously the SDS line was just here today, gone tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think back at like some like past stuff we've gotten in.
Gargoyles.
The only reason why I would say I would agree to Gargoyles is one, I believe they're trying to fill her up, buddy. They're trying to reprise.
I'm rich now from working for Hella Dope. I got a maid. It's amazing, you guys.
Oh, that's it's the good life, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to reprise the show. So that popularity is bringing back past people and future people who want to be a part of that series again. Maybe the figure that impressed me the most of how quickly it sold out and sold out so much that we're still waiting on a restock was Lexington. That little guy is like the holy grail of gargoyles right now.
I remember packing that because we had so many pre-orders, and then once we said, "Oh yeah, we got some," like those immediately went, and the whole packing table was just covered with them, and I was like, I got to wrap like 30 of these guys.
Half of them were international.
Oh yeah, good times. Yeah. Good times.
So I mean, that's I say I don't want to say it's maybe like it was shocking, but like for a figure that was very hot and moved very fast, that one would be the one. And unless you got one that I'm missing.
A lot of it falls under NECA where we get something, and NECA's real, like, normally NECA stuff just flies out the door. Every now and then some stuff sits there, like the Gremlins, and we still got some Universal Monsters, but that was a reorder. This one, bloody Alex Murphy.
Oh yeah,
RoboCop. Man, I thought people were gonna fight us over this guy, because once we had it, he was essentially gone. We did not order enough, anywhere near close to enough, and then a couple of days had passed, and everyone's just like, "Oh, you got any more of them? You got any more of them? You got any more?" No, they are gone. I mean, this is mine, and probably worth, I'm gonna guess, about 100 plus right now, which is why it's mine. But yeah, that one just flew out the door as well. I'm trying to think of something else.
I know
a lot of it's NECA.
Some off things. I mean, I don't want to say it's surprising, but like some off ones that we've gotten that moved almost instantly. The WWE top picks Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh off that WrestleMania win, now he's champion. He's back in WWE. I think I got like 2 or 3 cases of that. All of those are gone within like 3 days. Finally got that Logan Paul gone in one day. It's just little things that like it's weird that either it's going to instantly move, or it's one of those like LA Knight, perfect example. LA Knight's like, he's kind of cooled off, but he was like hot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we went through a case and a half since we got it, and most of that case went in the last 72 hours.
Yeah,
so it's just weird how it all works out.
A lot of it, I think, has to do with timing, right? Because like you guys talked when we were on the show when I was driving home from Joe Fest about the uptick in ramen toy, the Marshall pre-orders,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, but when you have the man himself who created it talking about it.
Yep.
And I don't want to say like me and Ace and we're tight like that. Like I call Ace up all the time. Like, hey Ace, man, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here watching House of the Dragon. What are you doing? But I think he actually came to us and said, hey, what are your thoughts on wanting to carry, my lines? I'm like, well, hell yeah, absolutely. I would do it in a heartbeat. So I'm sure a lot of it is because he said, hey, HelloDopeToys.com.
Yeah, right. Well, that's
US distributors. That's not Big Bad Toy Store.
Yep. But him showing it this weekend, right? And then, like you said, Cody Rhodes flew off the shelf because off the recent win. So a lot of the flavor of the month comes down to timing. So
Well, there's that, and then obviously, we're sorry,
popcorn cough.
It really was. We're getting a rev up for fourth quarter. That's the busiest shopping season of the year. And, I went through and had to update a lot of listings to make sure if it was a pre-order that says it won't ship until it's supposed to be here. So a lot of the stuff that we still have in stock, because wrestling was a big focal point for us last year, Otis and Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, all these figures, they're going to probably be gone by the end of November if I don't put them like at dirty cheap pricing before then.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. I don't know. Black Friday should take care of them. But
So
go ahead, Ed.
I was just going to ask you guys, and this is probably something that a lot of people in the chat might want to know, is what's your thought process on how long you hold on to a figure before you discount it? Because I know working retail in the past, I know their process, and most of it comes down from the top, but I know their process, and you guys have all done the same thing. So what's your thought on it now that you have your own store and your own inventory you have to worry about?
It varies from line to line. Some stuff I think we try to hold out hope for. And then sometimes I think about like, okay, well, it's time to put these on clearance. And I'm just like, is it even too late for that? Like even if I put it on clearance, is that even going to get this thing to move? Because a lot of times it still doesn't work.
Yeah.
I think we try to hold out as long as possible, but I know when we get new waves stacking on top of old waves, that's usually a bad sign. I don't know, Aaron, what do you want to say about it?
Especially the way with like how Hasbro has been releasing like the Marvel Legends lines alone, where you knew at least once a quarter-ish dropping something out. Recently, it's been like every other month. Like new figures just landing out of nowhere. So you got to be a little more diligent on that process. Where I mean, it's funny you brought it up because literally Ted, we were going to have this conversation soon.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go through and see what do we have that's been sitting around the longest, and just maybe cut it. But also, we're coming up on a holiday. 4th of July is like 4 days away now. Which, by the way, I'm going to put it out. We're going to put some spoilers out. There will be targeted 4th of July promos. You think to yourself, what does that mean? You're going to have to wait to find out. That's all I'm going to tell you. There will be something going out on different social media forums and emails to our email subscribers that will get a special deal when it happens. That's all I can tell you. So, good luck. Keep an eye out. If you're not following the socials, you should be. If you are following, keep an eye out. Keep those notifications on, because when they go live, it is a deal that you want to take advantage of. They will also work on pre-orders.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the point of what we're making. A lot of it is I like to look at it quarterly. Like right now I'm going through what I have. Like right now, like those stupid Disney Plus figures. Fucking Disney Plus, I swear to God. They're about to hit a $5 bid. I'm tired of looking at them, okay? Surprisingly, also, like those Wolverine 2-packs. Joe Fixit, the Lalandra, those two have been sitting around for quite some time and not making any movement. The Psylocke did better movement-wise than the other two.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can't believe that Joe Fixit hasn't been gone yet, because it seemed like it was going to be a popular figure, but of course it's a 2-pack and people really just want the Wolverine. They don't care about the Hulk for the most part.
Well, because you had this one. Like this was a perfectly good Joe Fixit,
Right?
by
Yep.
itself.
Exactly. Yep.
Now I like this one as it sits. I like that one because I like the white suit.
Right. Yeah, the matching white.
That's the
tux
only
is
thing
great.
that really sold me about it was the suit, not the figure itself. But yeah, that's probably gonna be another one of those we're gonna address later. And
Hey, reach out to us, Jeff. I'll send you. I'll send you all of them for $5.
You ain't lying.
You're gonna have all
might-
28 of them.
That's
You
right.
might get an Ahsoka to go with it too.
Yeah. Yeah. Message us. I don't even know which one of us is sitting on those at the moment, to be honest.
I think you are.
I think I am too, but it's
Yeah,
in
matter
that
of
section
fact-
where I don't go because there's no need to go there.
Matter of fact, if you buy one of those, you're just gonna get a whole box full of random goodies. Won't tell you what's in it.
$5.
It's gonna be some stuff in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. So clearing stuff it's tricky sometimes, and then I think also it just depends on the rate of what we're getting stuff in. Because as Aaron mentioned, we were getting a fuck ton of stuff in really fast all at once, and now it's kind of slowed down a little bit. Can you not hear me?
Oh,
He's
Travis said
listening for the
turn up your audio.
cha-ching.
Oh,
So apparently, we should just put Morgan Elsbeth right now at $5 and
Yeah,
we
get rid of it.
So,
I'll do it right now.
I was saying I was about to
Are
pull
you
it
gonna
up
do
in a
it?
second.
Go for it. Go ahead and do it.
So, talking about new product, one of the things that we talked about from the show was like that dial backdrop, right? So
Mhm.
it'd be interesting to know like how many people do if we could do I mean, not technically a poll, but because dial
can do a
stuff, you
poll.
see some of it that the big bad store has, and it just sits around forever. But like extreme sets aren't that much money. There's that other guy that does those printable backdrops, and then there's that one that I showed you that we talked about before, right? So it'd be interesting to see how many people would like to see the store carry those kind of things, right? Dial pieces and dial accessories and things like that.
Well,
How does
let's-
super action stuff move?
well, hold on. Let's hear it from the chat. If you guys think we should dive into some dios, not expensive ones, but ones that compact pretty well that you can just do for a photo. Aaron, what are we? We're the ones. Throw a one up in the chat if you would be interested in buying dios from Helidope.
Yeah, a one if you like it, a middle finger if you don't.
Yeah, just put a one in there. Anyway, Ed, what were you saying after that?
That's what I was saying. It's just
Yep.
it would be interesting to see how many people would like to see, because sometimes the dials do really well. Sometimes people are like, don't really need it.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it comes down to the fact, like you said, they just don't collapse, or they're too big, or they're too much of a pain in the ass to collapse. So
Yeah.
So I want to kind of like follow on top of that. So I have a list upstairs in my notebook of things, and this was way before we had our talk the other day of like what things could we add that would draw more attention. I have there are a couple dial pieces that I saw, and my only issue is I don't know, like you read a description, and the description only tells you what they want you to know.
yeah,
None of these will ever tell you, oh, it's 12 by 8 by 4, or like it's like how it's. They can just tell you how it's made.
right.
So I mean, right now I'm seeing a couple ones in there. So I mean, it looks like there's definitely some interest for some dial pieces, which right now we have hopefully soon to have a guest on that specializes in something that they saw at the show. But there's some other ones that are out there that I've been looking at that maybe I'll just put them up and see what happens. And maybe it turns into a Jessica Fletcher type situation. It just blows the hell up. But yeah, we'll definitely say it looks like it's a good amount of people are saying yes from what I can see.
I want to bring this up while we're still on the topic and it doesn't get buried. So Robert is saying he put up a 1, but he's curious about price point. Ed, I know you mentioned, you pitched us a specific line in particular. Do you know what the price point is off the top of your head?
So I know on his site he sells them for $60 a piece on his site, but that's a whole shelf display, right? So that's 18 inches long. I think it's 8 inches deep. And then it comes with the reversible backdrop. they're printed on some really nice cardstock, and there's 2 different ones. Wilhelm showed them off on his 118 show today, and he put some pictures up on his IG. Wilhelm Toy and Hobby did, and it comes with 300 foot pegs to actually put your figures in there. So it's a dio, it's a picture backdrop, but it's also a shelf display. So it's kind of one of those things where what could you use it for? And right now, like I said, he doesn't have any vendors, so maybe if it started selling, he could produce more. It might be something you could get, the price down on. It's one of those type of things, right? But on a site, yeah, they're $60 a piece. So at the show, they were $60 a piece.
I also want to bring this up too. The Titan is interested in Dio accessories, and while I'm not necessarily about to go into a spiel about how you were going to go get Dio accessories, I will drop a hint that you should stay tuned, because probably I think the date that we're shooting for is sometime late July, early August. We will have something in that realm, in that wheelhouse, that is exclusive to us. So stay tuned for that.
So I want to pop this up. I'm trying to hide because it shows some information that I don't want to show off. But with something like that, tickle your fancy.
Yeah, those are the kind of things we're talking about, right? Just a little backdrop.
So this, it looks like the MSRP cost on that's like $25.
Yep.
For something like this. But this is one of the ones that I had saved under my.
And that looks like
Let's see what happens.
Cardboard set, perfect for a Detolf, is what I'm guessing.
Yes, I believe you are correct.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's something that could be of interest for the price point, because like I said, I know a lot of said the price point would be the deciding factor. $25 for that sounds reasonable to me. I don't have a obviously, but
maybe we can have levels, because this is cardboard. What Ed is talking about has 1,000 foot pegs in it. So obviously there's going to be some difference in quality between the two that you get. And I guess it just depends on what you're after and what kind of quick fix you need, or if you're looking for something more long term. If people are interested in it, I don't mind having, have them tiered out like, hey, these are some of the cheaper ones, here's some of the middle grade ones, and here's some more high end ones.
So, like Thor saying, I enjoy dioramas, but it's the price. Extreme sells is excellent, but paying a lot of cheese for some cardboard. I'll make my own before I spend $80.
Right. And I'm the same way. I make all my own dios because it's cheaper for me to just do it. But there's a lot of people that don't have time or can't do it or whatever. And there's some people that just like to have that backdrop in the back of their Detolf or on a shelf that looks decent. That's not just their painted wall.
Maurice says he's seen pieces like that on Amazon for around $15 to $20.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, a lot of it is, one Amazon will buy like 1 million of them, so they get dirty, nasty price on it. But I mean, I'm just saying, we're just saying for the sake of shits and giggles currently, if that's something that you would like to see us expand on, I mean, it would be something like that I would put up.
Yeah. And then you got the super action stuff, which, that they have nice pieces that go with lots of different dials for pieces, accessories, and things like that. So,
yeah. You brought up earlier, I'll go ahead and answer that question since you brought it up. We have had an issue with being able to secure super action stuff. We are clearing up an issue right now, so hopefully those that got it, both the weapons rack and the arcades, we should hopefully have that cleared up hopefully in the next week. We changed banks and it just shit went down south, so more of a us problem, not a you problem. But for those that were wondering, yes, this should be resolved very soon.
Yeah. should be taken care of. So sorry for the delay. I know quite a few people have messaged about it, and yeah, getting that taken care of and getting them out to you in our hella dope fashion.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything in the chat that we missed that we didn't hit earlier? We good in the
No,
chat?
A lot of it's we've been kind of putting up as we saw it.
Okay.
By the way, we only have, or at least it says there's only one Morgan Elsbeth left.
I'd have to go look. You want me to go look right now?
I don't care. I mean, if you're
I'm
going to put
gonna
them
look
at
right
$5, I mean, let's accurately have the right.
Yeah, I'll go look right now.
While
Okay.
Ted's doing that, I will just put out there for this show, like I did on Monday's show when I was, or last Sunday's show, but it was really good to see and quite surprising. Not, I shouldn't say surprising, but it was, pretty cool to see how many people, when I was walking around in my Hella Dope shirt on Saturday at Joe Fest, knew your guys' name, knew the store, knew what you guys were about. People I never met before, guys from YouTube that I've never seen in our chats before or anything like that. So I mean, that was really cool to see. So I mean, your name's
that's
getting out there. It's just the conversion to being a customer as opposed to just knowing.
Well, and we spoke about that the other day. When we had our meeting, the thing with that, and specifically the part that I'm talking about is, a lot of people who like what we do, who know what we do, but doesn't do what want to get involved is because of what we don't carry everything. Like, look,
Right.
I would love nothing more to be Big Bad Toy Store.
Right.
Now.
Of course. Yeah.
And I would convert my entire house down here into a store.
Yeah.
But I one, I don't have their money. Two, I do have the space.
Yeah.
I have the space. But right now, we can't do it. That is, it's money that is.
Yeah. And I mean, Big Bad's been around forever now, right? I mean, so they've had plenty of time to, grow.
And as I said, I've made my claim last year when we discussed it. Like, look, we've had many people, and Chad being one of them, he canceled his Big Bad order to place his Voltron order with us. Yeah. And like, look, I'm forever grateful. I love Chad. Chad's a great guy. Like, I love his support. But I want to say it was the series 1 or series 1 of Animal Warriors? I want to say it was series 1. Not only did we get it in before, or maybe we got it at the same time as Big Bad, but we shipped it out before they did. We reordered it and then shipped that out before they did.
And I don't mean to interrupt you here. I just want to say there were 2. If Jeff just bought one, that means there's 1 left. And I just adjusted the inventory, so the site should reflect that now. In addition, there's 3 Ahsokas left.
Oh, no, I have 3 over here. So
do you?
6. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You don't have any Morgan Elsbeths?
No, I only have Ahsoka.
Well, I don't know. You want to mark her down too?
I don't care. Tired of looking at it.
Cool. Let me see where she's at.
Robert, I have an extra shirt. I gotta send one to Lawrence, so I will send me a message which size shirt she wears. I will get one to. Oh, let me know what size both of you wear. I will send one to both of you for PowerCon next year. Also, I know we've been saying it for a year now, but we're finally putting into motion a merch store that will be entwined with the HelloDopeToys.com website. We'd love to be able to get these mugs up there, but we're going to have other stuff up. Shirts, some shirt ideas, stickers we'll have up. So just keep an eye out for that. I said we'll announce it when it goes live, but I know that's something that a lot of people were interested in us having, so we will do that.
Junkyard Crafts. Well, hell, let's start discounting them Valafigs.
Stay tuned.
He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
The Ahsokas are now marked down to 10, and there's 6. So
stay
$10.
tuned for the 4th of July sale. That's the only way you're gonna get it discounted,
Yeah, dog.
and that's coming. I'm probably gonna send it tomorrow. I thought about doing a longer stream, and I'm kind of not gonna do it. I might do it. I don't know. I think my wife is about to go to sleep. She has to work in the morning. So tonight at midnight, on the site, the Mythic Legions Ashes of Agbender will go live.
Yep.
For those who didn't get it through the Four Horsemen, so we will have that live tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time. For those that are interested, you can buy your figs. You can put them down at 10%, just to secure your order. But yeah, that's tonight at midnight.
Love it. Love it.
A lot of good looking figures in that wave.
I was going through. I was making the listings for them. I was like, oh man, like the what was the one I was looking at? It was, well, obviously the night one, but both nights I love. But the
one with the jaguar head and the with the Dubon cape and all that.
that one was okay. That didn't sell me. The one that I'm thinking of is, let me pull it up real quick. Hold on.
You got the Shadow Minotaur.
The Minotaur, yeah, that was the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
That
Shadow
was,
Minotaur. That's excellent looking.
that was like awesome. I loved it. Yeah, that goes live in an hour and 59 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
And the Goblin 2-pack actually has enough pieces if you bought 2 of them to build 4 different goblins. Absolutely different
Yeah.
goblins. So
and then they have a shit, my phone's acting stupid. The Knight Builder, where you can
Oh,
kit bash your own knight.
that thing is gigantic. That set. Damn.
Like, when I saw it, I'm like, well, holy shit! I bought this the one that they had at the Legions Con for nothing. I could just create my own.
Yeah.
So kind of.
I believe that knight is on the new knight body too, so it's a little more articulated.
Yes, it's more to and all of those pieces will still be able to be used on the 1.0 body. Oh, the Frost Ogre was another.
Yeah,
one.
Frost Ogre is a good looking figure too, for sure.
Yeah, that was another good one. The Minotaur, the Night Pack, both. Well, the Night Pack, the other 2 knights,
Yeah.
and the Minotaur. Those were the 4 that really were like, oh my god, I want it.
At least you know you got a year before you have to worry about it. A year from today, they said they would be shipping. So
Yeah, sounds about right.
well, that's what they said when they did their live stream to announce the line, that they wanted to cut the pre-order off on the 30th of June and have figures shipping by the 30th of June next year.
I mean, and that's also assuming in the perfect world that everything
Right.
goes great.
They've already been delayed on the last 2 waves, so we'll see if they can make it happen.
The hell? Oh, take the wrong thing. Okay, but yeah, those goes live tonight. So those who are interested, please do so. Yeah, what else, man? What else you got? What's next on the agenda?
That's it. I was gonna wrap it up. I'm actually answering a customer at the moment.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm taking care of that right now. But yeah, unless you want to keep going, I was gonna shut her down.
I don't have much, man.
All right, cool. Well, Ed, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. What do you want to promote?
Thanks for having me. I love hanging out with you guys. Let's see, what is today? Sunday. So, I'm all over YouTube moderating everybody's channel. But Tuesday night on my channel, my bro, Mr. Wonderful, the Mr. Wonderful, and I have our Toy Elite takeover on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And this week we are discussing what makes a toy valuable. Yes, I need that figure.
Thatcher was asking which Disney Plus figs. It's the this line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he care? He's a damn 1/18 for life collector. Jeez. That guy, Fatrid.
Sorry, I was half listening while dealing with the customer. Ed, was that everything you had to promote?
Yeah, I'll be all over the place. IG every day. Go check out the new stop motion where Ted gets abducted by aliens. That's really fun. And That's on Hella Dope and my IG. And yeah, just the show on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. ActionFigs.com. Action Figs on YouTube, actually, not .com.
Say, dang, making it big.
That'll be coming
Yeah, I
soon.
know.
That'll be coming soon.
Aaron, what do you got?
I already mentioned it. Four Horsemen live tonight at midnight, and the 4th of July sale that will go out to particular places at a particular time. I will not say.
So are you running that all week or just from the 4th to through the weekend or just on the 4th itself? We don't know. All right.
Gotta find it.
So everybody be prepared starting tomorrow.
It might be live somewhere right now. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Cool. Sorry, I'm dealing with 5 things here. Travis wants us to play his song on the way out. I just needed to make sure I wasn't going to get copyright struck on it. So I guess
There's no
do
copyright on
that.
Travis's.
But yeah, go to the site, buy things. We have a slew of guests coming here in the future. As soon as I coordinate some dates, some of their names will be on the end credits there. We're gonna be booked up for a while, friends. Oh boy, a lot of people coming to visit us here at Hella Dope. We got a lot of great shows coming for you. So with that, I'm gonna leave you with this song from Travis before we close it out. So. Can you hear it?
You can't make the words out.
It's very muffled.
Yeah.
Well, it is coming from my phone. All right, guys. Well, love you all. See you all next week. Have a great night.